Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here again with the 500 watt Pecron charger, the car charger. Now we haven't had a chance. Oh, and Miss Ramblin Bob is here too. We have not had a chance to try this out yet. We have so many videos that we're trying to make, and we're falling behind in what, like a billion videos it seems.
Yeah.
Okay, but we were brought to the attention that sometimes. Like I said, we haven't tried it yet, so this is the first week we've had this, and we just haven't had time to go out and try it to the battery or anything from the car. So we had a couple reports of some of the subscribers saying that this cable was generating a lot of heat. Now it seems like a very heavy-duty cable, but one thing I learned about cables a long time ago is when you do car stereos, you know, for amps, for subs and stuff, a 12-volt connection has to be extremely tight. So you want to make sure that this is very, very tight. And I mean not even wiggly loose at all. Not even movable loose. It has to be very, very snug.
Nothing.
And yet nothing. And one thing I noticed with this, guys, is... like I said, we have not hooked this up anywhere yet. See, the ring terminals are still 100% brand new. We haven't put any grease on it. But when you open this for the fuse, watch this, guys. Watch. See how that side's really tight? Okay, watch this side. See how I can move it?
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good. So now watch, guys. Watch. As you keep wiggling and using the cable, you see how that's getting more and more loose? Okay, see that? And then what happens is you can literally, just by, you know, like rolling up the cable or something like that, look at this. So I think 100%, as you can see the lock nut or lock washer came off, and this. I really think that this should be replaced with either a lock nut or something that's a little bit stronger. I don't know if a lock nut is safe, guys, because it has the plastic silicone in there and this is heat. But it seems like there should be like a little bit more, I don't want to say safety, but because I don't know, like I said, I haven't tried this yet, guys. I haven't tried this. But notice how easy I was able to take that off.
Yeah.
So that just seems like, if I could have, what does it look like? 5/16?
Sure.
Okay. And just, you know, like I said, I'm going to run some tests on this, guys. And we're not professionals. We're just guys that like solar power. Guys and gals that like solar power. Yep, okay. So, to tighten these up, just to make sure they're very tight. But, like I said, 12-volt lines have to be very, very tight. See how that bends? Just twist. So just...
What happens with loose connections?
Heat builds up very, very quickly on a loose connection. So you snug them very, very good so they do not get loose. If this was loose just 10 or 15%, that heat could double in there.
Yeah.
You know? Now, I don't know if it's the whole wire or if this is a part where, like, you know, the heat is generated because it's almost like a what do we call, like a roadblock kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or there's a name for it, guys. What do they call that? A bottleneck. It's
Yeah.
In energy flow, there's a bottleneck or a system.
Traffic.
Yep. Yeah, a traffic jam, basically. Yeah, absolutely. So you can put that back on here. Oh, I put it on backwards. I suppose it doesn't matter, guys, but the only reason I think it would matter is because there's that little slit right there, and that's where that little, see that little piece of plastic goes in there, and that's just so you don't lose the cover. Not needed, but I understand why it's there. Okay. You can poke it back in this way, I think. There you go. Okay, so basically that's on there, so if you take this off, it doesn't fall out of there. But now notice that's a lot more tight. So hopefully, guys, I can get some tests on this. I've been waiting for this for a long time, right?
Yeah.
We wanted at least a month ago, but boy, they sold out a lot. Now, some people were saying it was getting hot here. So, like I said, being not testing it, we don't know. I'm assuming by the numbers and the people that we talked to about this, this could generate up to possibly 50 amps worth of power. So let me see if that's correct here. Let me grab a calculator here.
We can bring our thermometer when we do it.
Well, yeah, the little. We're gonna take this, guys. We're gonna take this, and then we're gonna test, you know, the wires in certain areas and see. As you can see, it's very hot in here now. It's 85 degrees, and it's not even being used. So if this were to go up past, like, you know, 100, 110, 115, then this would tell us right away where the, you know, if there is, where the trouble spots are. The ring terminals seem thick enough, but for 50 amps, you know, that's a lot of power. So let me look on the screen here, guys. Let's see. This is the video that is brought to our attention here, And then I was telling Kevin, because he stopped using his, and we're basically just helping out the subscriber family. Before we even test it, we're just trying to figure out, you know, that he was saying that a hot positive wires are no-go, and I agree, because if this gets too hot, that silicone plastic could melt. I like the little fishnet stocking thing it has on the outside.
Yeah, it's like a snake.
Yeah, I like that, but you know, like I said, if these aren't thick, it looks like there's a lot of wires in there, guys, but like I said, I'm not a professional. I mean, I don't know what that looks like. 8 gauge maybe? I don't even know. Boy, it definitely looks heavy enough, but we have to check. Okay, so let's see, 50 amps at 12 watts would be 600 watts. So no, that wouldn't be possible. No, that wouldn't, because it's only 500 watts. So let's do 500, which I don't think you're going to get 500, but let's do 500 divided by 12.8. And it's actually, I think, higher than that, because I think it's coming in at like 13 or 14. 12.8, let's see, so that'd be 39 amps. Let's see, 500 watts divided by 14, let's just say 14 volts, guys, let's just say that be about 35 amps. So if this can hold up to 50 amps, that's a lot of cable. And then the cable here says, let's see, oh, Kevin, I want you to check one thing too. Notice this says, what does that say? Is it 450 to 750 volts?
Yes.
Okay, 450 to 750 volts. So the volts are plenty good. And I'm trying to find the amperage rating here. It says 10 millimeter, which is that the cable, 10 millimeter? That would be probably the width, if you fan it out, would be the width of this ring. I think that's 9. Let me see what 10 millimeter wire is in electrical cable. Let's see here, 20. Yeah, so if it's true, let me see if I can bring this down, guys. If it's true, it says 10 millimeter trussed 50 amp 7-strand copper cable. Now I don't know what's in there, obviously. I can barely see it. You can only see it from like one side here, and it's definitely threaded, but I don't know what the actual, a lot of times the companies they'll write something on there, but if it's certified, it's certified, right? It's got to be, yeah, they got to stand behind it. So I wish I had an answer for what 10 millimeter is here. Let's see, 90 meters here. Let me just look here, guys. No, wait, wouldn't it be, okay, here, 10 millimeter to AUG cable. AUG cable, let's see. Oh, so, okay, so here you go. I don't know if you can see that, guys. So the AI has responded to me here. It says a 10 millimeter wire is equivalent to an American wire gauge of 8. So 8 gauge. And some of the guys are saying it.
There too, the conversions.
Oh yeah, there you go, okay. So yeah, 8 gauge wire is 10. 10 gauge would be 16 millimeter. So obviously, the higher the number on the left as far as the size, the lower the number, but the fatter the wire. And then this is probably the oh, what did I do? I lost something. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Oh, it said 7 more rows. Okay. Okay, so there you go. So I think 2 gauges on a car battery. I'm not 100% sure, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think two gauges on a car battery. It's that really thick, heavy stuff. And I don't know, maybe they got to update this, but without testing it first, guys, I won't know. So the XT90 should be able to handle those amps, okay. But I want to see. I do like the little see the little rubber thing right here.
Yeah.
It's watershed.
Oh,
it's not really waterproof, but
yeah.
When you shove it in there, it kind of blocks the water from going in there. But yeah, if it's 10 millimeters, it's 8 gauge wire. Supposedly is what this is. I don't see any other ratings on it here. And then I'll contact Pecron. I wish I understood all this gobbledygook, guys. I really do. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just that CCC, the number. The only ones I know is obviously the voltage and this one, but you have to do conversion. So supposedly that's 8 gauge wire in there, guys. I'll try to get some tests as soon as I can. We'll test this on maybe a few power stations just to see, kind of what it does. If this heats up more, like maybe obviously it'll be better on a 24-volt system because you don't have that much amps.
Yeah.
You cut your amps in half. But if this is pulling 35, I'm assuming this will probably make 350 to 400 watts max. Like I said, I don't know because I haven't tested it yet, guys. This is just an update video. to let you know that I'm researching what I can. But if we took a calculator and we did, let's see, I'll put it back up here. Actually, I'll bring the calculator down, it'll be easier. So it's let's say it generated 350 watts. Actually, you know what? Let's say 400 watts. And then you divide that by about 14 volts, because that's what's coming in. That would give you about 28 amps. So, I mean, 28 amps is a lot of power still. But, all right, guys, just as a quick update, I'm always trying to help when I can. And then we'll do a test on this, and we'll use this little bad boy to test it. But just as a quick reminder, guys, make sure these are 100% tight. Not even, like, you shouldn't be able to move them, not at all, even if you really force them. That ring should not turn. And the same goes to this side, guys. When you put this on your battery, make sure that your wing nut or your actual regular nut is really tight. Otherwise, you know, you will generate heat like you have no idea. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe, and then I'll get back to you again with another video. Okay?
Bye!
Bye, guys. Be safe out there.
Yeah.